Alright guys, I'm actually going to cut this video into two parts because this part is already really long, and there's still a hell of a lot to go. So I think it makes sense to kind of end here and start the second lot. Now I don't know if anyone else actually out there wants to look through these videos. It's really just for my own documentation of my collection and what I, didn't have and what I sold. But part two will be starting with Tropical Pina Colada, so that's where we will be leaving off and starting the next one. Thanks for watching if you have done. Bye. Alright guys, welcome to part two. If you're here, thank you so much. If you've watched my part one also, thank you very much. It's long, but there's a lot of ponies in it and it's interesting. So we're just going to dive straight in with part two because there's still a long way to go in the herd. So I'm going to start with Tropical Ponies Pina Colada. And these girls are keepers. They're staying with me. I just really love these bright colours. For me, it's just so 90s. Like, look at the eyeshadow. I just love these girls. Yeah. And the colour schemes. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of screams holiday, just disco vibes. Like, I don't even know. They just make me happy. So they're going to wear. Second girl that I have is Tootie Tails. Very pretty. I do need to redo all of my keeper girls' hair and things like that. But, because in the book she looks great with kind of curls on the top. It'd be nice to give her some of those back. The eyeshadow, love it so much. Pina colada, well, she's pina colada, but you get the vibe. It's like very, holiday in Spain, pina colada on the beach kind of vibes. I need this girl in my life. I need her. That's all I'll say there. Okay, so the next girlie we have is all the way over on this page. Starglow. Now, I was originally actually going to keep Starglow, but a person who was buying a few ponies from me like spotted her in my group picture and basically fell in love with her. And who am I to deny true love? So I thought, look, okay, I will let you go. She's beautiful. She's the only one I have in this set, and I think she's stunning. But I think she'll be even more appreciated in her new home. I really love the orange kind of glowy, what would you call it, cutie marks, I guess. So these stars will all kind of glow in the dark. Some have, I think, just stars or just hearts. This girlie has both. Don't know much about that now, but her name is Starglow and she's beautiful. And I'm happy to be sending her where she's going, so that's great. So now on to the precious pocket ponies. I have two. Only one has actually got their pocket on them. But we're going to start with Bubblefish, who is named, I guess, aptly. She literally has a 3D fish tank on her side. Including action fish. So you can, I mean, yeah, not sure how like that was supposed to work in terms of like an actual living being wearing a fish tank on their hips, but yeah, whatever. It's fun. She's a bit mad. Love the colors though. A lot of these got lost over the years, these kind of extra pieces. But I mean, it's fun. It's a bit mad, like, but I guess they were at that point where like all of the ideas were welcome. The rest of your cutie mark is basically just the water in the tank and then the stand. So without the bowl, it would probably look a bit strange. And these only had one side. That's like their main design side. But yep, she's pretty. Bunny Hop is the girlie I also do have. She does not have her 3D effect item, I guess. But without it, you can see it's like a wand with some magic. And it was a top hat with a little removable bunny on a string. So you get the idea, like a magician. But I think she's pretty cool too. I like her pose. I like the purple and pink. I don't know if their hair fades or had they figured that out at this stage. So her hair is still pink, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's who we're working with. Very nice. And I have one more girlie here. On the next page, we're going to have an absolutely beautiful look at... I can't even remember her name. What's her name? She's just Princess Pony, I think. I don't think she actually has a name. There's just two colours. They were like, yeah, she's a princess. She doesn't need a name. Look at this glorious creature right here. My goodness. The eyelashes that reach the sky. These ones need to be fixed. They're going the wrong way. But she's actually really nice. I like the tinsel in her hair. I like the very pale body with the dark blue colour. Let's have a look at her wee cutie mark, which is a castle, palace, whichever. I guess she lives there. I don't know. I don't judge. So they came with a lot of stuff. I don't have any of the stuff. I just have herself. But yeah, she's quite pretty. She's kind of like in between Pony and Sweetheart Sister. She's kind of She's like the bride pony. She's that kind of slimmer body type. She's growing up, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's like an awkward in between phase. She even has like a shiny blush. Those eyelashes, though, my goodness. This one really needs to be reset, though. Hold up. We can get the idea that it should be like so. She's kind of giving me like Amy Winehouse vibes, just with the dark upper lid. So yeah, she's fun. Okay, so next are the Rock and Beat ponies. I have 2 of these girlies. They are keepers. That goes without question because I love these girlies just as much. Half Note, my favorite pose. Love the colors, love the eyeshadow. Love the kind of almost like twice as fancy designs. The hair is lovely as well. I mean, yeah. She is just so pretty. These came with tiny guitars as well. They want to have her sweet notes. I also really like her. Love the patterns. Again, the eyeshadow. It's a bit more simple, but it works. She got this fantastic whoop. Do the swoop. There we go. Kind of crimped hair. Also, the tail is crimped. They just need a wee style and a freshen up, but that's okay. There she is. Yeah, delighted with those 2. Definitely 2 of my favorite girlies. And then we also have birthday ponies. Well, you know, you get the idea. She's like a birthday themed My Little Pony. And here she is. Here she is. She's also got that kind of twice as fancy thing going on. You know, there's symbols everywhere. Not my favorite pose, but you know, that's okay. The top of her hair has some tinsel in it. Yeah, and her tail also has these kind of spirally pieces of, I guess, kind of tinsely sort of, oh, what's they call that? Like the birthday thingies. I can't remember what they're called, but there she is. So yeah, that is herself. I guess like they're just like ribbons. I don't know. She has 1 or 2 little marks on her, but that's like in the grand scheme of her having all these designs, you don't really notice them all that much. So yeah, I do enjoy her, but she is moving on to a new home. Okay, now we're on to 1 or 2 playset ponies. So we're going to start off with Lemon Drop. Yeah, there's a nice little collector pose with Lemon Drop. Did she come in other poses? I'm not actually sure. I can't quite remember. But there she is anyway. 1 or 2 little stains I need to wash off before putting her up for adoption. But there she is. Yeah. Then we have. It's funny how many ponies I have. Like going through this book, I've had a lot of them through the years, and they've kind of come and gone. Would have been nice to document them too. But here we are. This is what we have. You know, we have Sprinkles. This girlie is rough. She's not in the best shape, but I mean, she does have all of her hair, and she's pretty faded. And I never actually got around to kind of. She just kind of ended up at the top of my like highest shelf and just sort of languished there in the dust. So yeah, she deserves a better home, to be fair. Then we just have 1 or 2 more collector puffs ponies. So we have Snuzzle. Cute. I do like Snuzzle. I like her grey. Like it's an unusual colour for her grey. Like all the ponies have such bright colours. I really like it. The grey and pink is nice. And we have a collector pose, Applejack. Also in need of love fiercely. Hopefully somebody will adopt her and be able to fix some of that for her. There she is. Again, she languished in the sort of shelf of forgotten items, as it were. The only other thing of interest at this point is, well, there are the birth flower ponies. So, of course, you've got Carnation for January, Violet February, Daffodils in March, Daisies in April, Lily of the Valley in May, June Rose, which is me, the Water Lily for July, Poppy for August, Morning Glory for September, Cosmos for October, and then we have the Chrysanthemums for November and Hollies December. And there's also Lil Tot, which we don't have. But we do have June, my birth pony. And there she is, looking all cute. She does have a few kind of marks on her. It could be like plastic degradation or something like that. But yeah, you can see. Now, to be fair, a good dose of like whitening in the sunshine in summer might help all of that to fade down a bit. But yeah, she's still there. She's still intact. Still a really nice, pretty pony. Yeah, looking for a new home. So from here on until we get to the babies, we don't need the book. These are pretty much all UK exclusives, or I guess European exclusives. We're going to start off with Gypsy, who's one of my absolute favourites. I love her colours, her freckles, the hair colour. So yeah, she's definitely a keeper for me. She's a kind of a special girly. After Gypsy, we have Hopscotch, who's in my favourite pose, and I adore this purple hair. Little Hopscotch. She's a little bit yellowed, but yeah, she, will make her look as she should. But she's another keeper. The next girly is beautiful Snowflake. Oop, faceplant more like. Okay, there we go. Not my favourite pose. Crikey. Don't know, I've never been a hugely fan of her. Like, she's just very simple, like too simple. Maybe if there was like another stripe of colour in her hair or something. She was never really a favourite of mine, so she is going to be finding a new home. So after this, then we have some variants. So that's ponies that already existed, but have different poses. So the first one we have is Confetti, who's in this shy pose, which I actually think does really suit her. Now my girl is a bit yellowed. She needs a bit of love and attention, and she will hopefully get that in her new home. Yeah, got the glitter symbols, the rainbow hair. Now another favourite of mine is Pretty Beat. You can probably tell why at this stage. I just love the colours. Yeah, and she's just a variant pose. She's a tiny bit chewed on by something. Not really sure what happened there, but that's okay. I don't mind that. Oops, I'm dropping everybody. So then we have our white Tootsie. Again, not my favourite pose, but I do much prefer white Tootsie over the regular Tootsie. I'm not a huge fan of that colour body. I don't know if it's yellow, green, it's sort of in between. But yeah, I really like white Tootsie with the blue hair. She's definitely a good choice. Okay, another keeper for me is Twisty Tail, because this girl is also in her cantering pose, which just has this beautiful long hair. There's not a whole lot to not like, to be fair. A little bit yellowed, but that does happen with this hair type. It does tend to stain the bodies a little bit. But maybe this summer we'll get some sunshine and I might be able to fix that a little bit. We'll see. Okay, and then we have Buttons. So here we have our lovely Buttons. She's got her pink buttons with blue stars. She's got her blue with the stripe of pinkish hair. And she's got a light pink body. So yeah, there's some of the UK exclusives. Next we have Shady, who is really bright colours, but I actually won't be keeping her just because she's not really a favourite of mine. I don't love the pose. I already am keeping a few that are very similar in colour, so she is going to a new home, but she is cool. I do like the bright colours. She's just not going to stay here, that's all. Next we have Wind Whistler, so the non-so-soft, aka not flocked version of Wind Whistler, which is really pretty. Of course her tail and mane have faded to white now, so yeah. As you do, she's got these little whistles. She's a little bit dusty. A couple of marks on her, so we'll have to try and figure that out. Now I do like Kiss Curl. I think Kiss Curl is really pretty. She kind of reminds me of Posy a lot. She even has the fading hair, although her tail is still a bit pink. She has these like hair rollers going on, so yeah. I do like her eye colour. It's really pretty. Okay, and next we have Tutti Frutti. So bright. I love her green eyes, actually. I do like that. And this hair colour. This green hair colour is unusual. It's nice. You don't see it all that often. So yeah, there she is. And then we have two cookery ponies. So we've got Nice and Spicy, with kind of like I guess a meat pie. I don't know what that is, but it's a pie and her name is Nice and Spicy, so probably has a lot of spices. I do quite like her, I must say. I like the pink. I don't know if it fades or not. I mean, I feel like it probably would have by now. But yeah, she's pretty cool. Oops, there we go. And our last cookery pony is Vanilla Treats. Her hair is a little bit dry. Very pale yellow eyes. She's got like a birthday cake. Sadly, a few marks and things there we'll have to have a look at. But yeah, she's cute. Next are our flower ponies. I have two of these. There were three. They're also UK exclusive. And this girly here is Bluebell. You can see she has bluebells on her bum. and a big ribbon. So yeah, I do like the colours. This kind of salmony colour with the blue is nice. And the really light blue eyes, very nice. And then we also have her sister Tulips. Whoops. Here she is. Also light eyes. Tulips. With the same sort of ribbon motif going around. Nice hair colour. She needs a little bit of loving. Yeah, those are 2 out of the 3 flower ponies. Then we have the love ponies, getting really original now. Love letter, this one is. So yeah, she has a box of chocolates. Yeah, but I do like her. I like the blue eyes with the kind of reddish hair, the white body. Again, you know, plain, simple, it works. Then of course we have the school time babies. So we have music time. She's got this triangle and some musical notes. Kind of lemon drop color scheme with yellow and the kind of violet hair. We also have painting time. Painting time, speaking of my table, is covered in paint. Yeah, she's got an easel and some brushes. She has a mark on her leg, but yeah, she's nice. I do like her. I won't be keeping any of these girlies, but you know, it's nice to have had them. And then from the My Little Ponytails cartoon, animated cartoon show that they had, we have Melody, who I always really liked. I do like Melody. Yeah, she's in my favorite pose. She's kind of got this big microphone with stars. Yeah, she's nice. You're probably wondering why you're not keeping her. Well, I'll tell you soon. We have Sweetheart. She has hearts. She's sweet. She's Sweetheart. Again, the colour schemes for this kind of time period are very similar. I think they're running out of ideas at this point, which is why only the UK was actually producing these ponies. Kind of trying to hold on to the series for they were very dusty. But yeah, a couple of very similar looking guys here. So continuing with our list of UK ponies, we have 2 roller skate ponies. We have Hip Hop, who is green. She's in my favourite pose, the gliding pose. Yeah, she's missing a few wheels. But the pony herself is in pretty nice condition, to be fair. You know, a few marks here and there, but nothing crazy. And then we also have Melody. So I'm actually going to be keeping this one because childhood pony. So yeah, she means a lot to me. I would like to, yeah, she actually does have her wheels, except for one. Be nice to fix that someday, but I don't really mind. But yeah, she's special, so she is staying. Her sister will be going. Also got a random Sundance here. I forget why I didn't add her in earlier. She's here. There she is. Okay, so we have another school time pony. This girl is called Playtime. She has really nice colours too. I love the light eyes. Really pretty. And she has like these skipping ropes as her cutie mark. So yeah, she's pretty fun. I like her little freckles as well. She's cute. Okay. So another interesting one. I'm going to get the babies in a sec to show. But another childhood pony. So yeah, this girly, she has this whole, you know, open part underneath her. You would click a button, the belly would open, and out would pop 2 newborn ponies, which I do have both of. So this pony herself is not in great condition, although she does have nice hair, and her symbols are nice. But never mind, that's all good. And we'll show you the babies in a minute, because I forgot to put them here, as I was doing stuff. Yeah, so now we're going to bounce back to the book for just a moment. So we have some loving family ponies. 2 of which we have actually. So the original set of ponies had 3. So there was the mommy, the daddy, and the baby pony. But there was also a 4th pony in the family, or another baby pony. So I'm going to move the book here again. I believe it's kind of a UK exclusive. So in these 2 sets, I think it's the boy who is the extra. So you've got these are the Apple Delight family. So we've got our mom who has got lots of apples. She needs a wee clean. Got our dad who's got like trees and stuff all over him. Yeah. Really nice ponies. Actually, I do like these. We've got our little girl, baby sister. Also, she's got a mixture of apples and trees. If she would just focus, please. No? Okay, there we go. Really cute. And then I think it's a UK exclusive where there's also the baby brother. So baby brother Apple Delight, and he has a delightful bow tie. Very fancy, and also a mixture of the apples and the trees. So that's our first family, and our second family is the Bright Bouquet family. So we have a daddy, Bright Bouquet. So here we have our dad. I actually really like this family. I love the colors. The blue hair is just fantastic. So he's got these hearts with kind of, dots coming out. Our mother Bright Bouquet has these sort of flowers in the same color scheme. She's pretty, but again, I always find this pose kind of awkward. But yeah, she just seems like a really shy mother. We have the baby, who's a mixture of the hearts and the flowers. Super cute. I do love the babies. They're so cute. And our UK exclusive brother. So it's nice to have the family sort of all together. It's kind of sad that, they didn't all get the brother. But yeah, he's quite fun. And I believe for the third set then it was the sister that was the extra. So yes. This will probably fail miserably, but I'm holding her belly closed, so you can kind of imagine that when you popped the button, the belly would open. Ta-da! Newborns. That's how that works. So there's a little baby brother and sister. They're super tiny. And they tend to get lost really easily because of how absolutely tiny they were. So they do tend to be a little bit more pricey then because, a lot of kids lost theirs over the years. This one's a bit worn. It's okay. It's great to have them both, honestly, with their mother. There we go. Whoops. So yeah, these guys are staying with me forever. We also have one very interesting Nirvana pony. So at the very end of the My Little Pony reign for G1, the Netherlands were still making a few ponies, so they're like Dutch exclusive ponies. And I have one here. Her name is Hartjes pony. Little hearts, heart pony. Love pony, you can call her, I guess. And yeah, I do really like her. She's an unusual color scheme. Mine has a few little kind of whites, I guess, but I don't mind that. She will be finding a new home though, so that's okay too. But yeah, I like the purple hair, the pink with the blue eyes. It's unusual. I don't know if the eyes are kind of painted on. Not sure what that's about, but anyway, that's my Dutch adult pony, Hartjes. Starting with the baby ponies, we have Baby Blossom, who I do have, although mine is faded almost to white at this stage. Her hair is faded, her body is really faded. But she's still very cute. Baby Cotton Candy, adorable. They're all the cutest little faces. She has a tiny bit of pink left in her tail, but only a little bit. We have Baby Firefly, with her glitter symbols. Really nice. We also have Baby Glory. Mine is a little bit yellow at the back half. But yeah, there she is. Cute. And I have Baby Surprise. I did have Moon Dancer, but I think mine was damaged. Baby Surprise also has her glittery marks. Little balloons. So cute. Okay, and if we then slide over a few pages, the first baby sea ponies. I have one who was Sea Surf. This yellow girly with the purple hair, very sort of lemon drop inspired. And also I have one of the Embers. I don't have this particular one with the star, but with mail order they also had two other versions, both with a blank flank, I think. So this is one of them. She's a baby Ember with no markings, but she came out at the same time as this Ember. I believe this was just the one that came with this set, and she had the star. You could buy her in the shops, but the two versions that were blank flanked were not bought in the shops. They were mail order. Baby ponies with their first tooth was the next set. So they all had this adorable little tooth. Baby Bouncy is the first. She has a little bouncy beach ball, and there's her little tooth showing through. I think this set is really nice. Baby Fifi. I never had Baby North Star. Like, I have Baby Quackers. She's very yellowed, but there she is. And baby tic-tac-toe. She's really nice. I think she's my favorite because of the colors. And I have one of the twins from a set of the twins. So these are the newborn babies, which were even more, tiny and adorable than the actual baby ponies. And I have Snookums, so from this set, I don't have her twin. We have 2 Peekaboo baby ponies from this list. The first one is baby Noddins, who's got this like little rabbit. And yeah, she's cute. The whole gimmick with these was that they had this sort of neck that you could move around, and yeah, you can kind of see, yeah. The next one then was baby Sweet Stuff, and she has like a little dolly. Also the blue eyes, very cute. Okay, the next 2 are not babies. They are wing ponies, or wingers. I call them wingers. So the first of the 2 that I have is Buzzer. And I kind of have these in with the baby ponies, mostly just because they're kind of a similar size. But both of the ones I have do have their original wings, which is nice. She's got some markings back there, but she's still pretty. She's got a little bee. I guess that's why they call her Buzzer. And we have Little Flitter, which is a strange name, but yeah. One of her wings is damaged, but it is still intact. So, and her hair, I think, would have been pink by the look of it, maybe at some point. But of course, that has faded. And she has this little hummingbird. So Little Flitter, I guess, is why she has that name. The next set were the baby Fancy Pants. I have one. I have baby Glider. So the point of these was they wore these little nappies instead of kind of cutie marks. I think they're really cute. I only do have the one though. And then we're going to jump forward to the newborn babies set where they weren't twins. So I have Wee Dangles. Now mine actually need a bit of a spa day, but I have Wee Dangles. Yeah, mine are after getting quite dusty. I have Wee Shaggy. I just think they're so cute. Squirmy. It's a Snile. And Yo-Yo, because Yo-Yo reasons. Gosh, they're dusty. These guys are kind of like down the back of my shelf. So we have one of these Playtime baby brother ponies. I have this one called Baby Paws. And they're cute because like the big brothers, they have the kind of Clydesdale hoof or like fur detail. Cute little dog. And they also have kind of the head rotation movement mechanism as well. Little freckles. So yeah, I do think that set is cute. And then, strangely enough, am I on the wrong page? I think I'm on the wrong page. Oh my goodness. How unprofessional. Here we go. I have the full set of baby drinking wets, and that never occurred to me before now. I don't know how. Again, mine need TLC, but we have baby Cuddles. It's got like a watering can and some flowers. And of course, they came with all these amazing things, and of course you could give them water and they would pee, so that's, yeah. Second girly is baby Flicker. My bowl seems to be a different color. I'm not sure, is mine faded? I don't know, but yeah, she's still there. Baby Rain Feather, which is, quite the name, but she's got a duck with an umbrella on her buttock, so on her rump. Ooh. And the final one is baby Snookums. Don't know if mine is also a little bit faded. Very possible. Snookums has wellies and a hat. Yeah. So you were basically born to be ready for the rain. I have 2 of the baby rainbow ponies. I have baby Bright Bow. And of course they have the rainbow hair like the rainbow pony adults. She has this really cute symbol. It's like a moon with kind of a rainbow and stars. She's cute. And then we have baby Sun Ribbon. Again, very dusty. But these guys have been like at the back of my display, so please forgive me. So with the baby buggy set, there came baby Cuddles. And there were 2 variations. There was the regular and the Betty by Eye version. You will notice I do not have any of those in my collection. I don't really like them. But this girl, she's doty. She's dusty, but she's doty. She's got a little rattler on her rump. So yeah, that's fun. Baby Buggy. So with the Baby Bonnet School of Dance, there is this beautiful creepy-eyed pony right here. So Baby Half Note. So I do have the headband as well as the skirt to this set. But my half note is not Betty by Eyed. I'm going to have to look into that actually because I never really realised that there was supposed to be or where this girlie fits in. So I'm going to have to do some homework on her. But I do have the tiara to go with her and her little skirt, which is so cute. And her mark is kind of like this ballerina fairy type. Oh no, it's shoes. I thought it was like a fairy. No, it's actually just the point shoes by the look of it and a bow. So that's nice. And for this very last section, we are out of the book because we were into UK exclusive ponies and one Dutch pony. So watch this space. First, we have from the Starlight ponies, we have Baby Explorer, who has this sort of hot air balloon going on. She's kind of pearlescent. Now mine has been, chewed a little bit on her horn there, especially, which is a real shame. But she's still really nice. She will definitely find a nice new home, I think. So then we have the play school babies. So we have Baby Alphabet, who has, the letters in a book. So she's learning her ABCs. Then we have Baby Counts-a-Lot. I think she's also called Baby Abacus, but I don't know, Count-a-Lot kind of sounds cute to me. Her little freckles. I do like the little abacus. It is cute. Again, they need a wee wipe down, but that's okay. So then we have the Best Friends ponies. I think there was only 3 ponies in that set, baby ponies. They all came with little friends. So this is Baby Katie, which is an unusual name considering how the ponies were named. All sorts of different things. And Katie's quite a human name, really. With a pink cat that loves her. He's looking at her. And she came with a little pink kind of kitten or cat statue friend. And then from the Activity Club, which was a special club you could be part with and get special ponies from, we've got Baby Fun and Games. Whoop. It's all fun and games here. So she has the red with the white body and the red dice. Now they're kind of, what would you say, like spreading. The ink is kind of spreading out a bit over them, leaking maybe. But that's a pretty common issue, unfortunately. So there she is. And then the one Dutch pony we have, didn't really officially have names as such. So Dutch pony would have been known as a schoolpony or school pony, or you could maybe say school bag, school satchel as well. But yeah, just known kind of as a school pony. She's a really nice green colour. The eyes, mine is missing a few. Where are we gone? Oops, it's missing a few hair plugs, but she's still a Dutch exclusive pony, and I'm sure she will find a very happy new home.